What's up, YouTube? Me and Ricky here. We went to an auction yesterday, so we figured we'd show you guys some of the stuff we got. It's a little chilly out here today. I'd take my... I want my ears to stay warm. This is just some iron. There's actually a new bush hog blade in there.
I'm not able to see real well.
Anyways, and some tin, some brass, and show them how many hedge posts there are there. What do you think? There's probably 3 times this many hedge posts
left for us to haul.
Left for us to haul at the auction, and they're that long. I don't know how long that is. You say 6 feet, 6.5 feet.
Yeah.
But anyways, we got a bunch of fence to build, and this hedge wood lasts forever, so we're gonna put those posts back in the ground. We got this vise. It's still free. It still moves, and I like vices, and it was $8, so we got it. All this oil and stuff. We got this for $5. We got this drill press, the push mower, and another engine that I traded to a guy that was at the auction for 2 little Briggs & Stratton engines that he bought at the auction, and then I sold those engines to Donnie for what I had in them. But anyways, the this drill press and that so essentially the drill press and the mower were free. So, but the drill press is always free at the auction, right? It's kind of like the piano. But so I actually kind of like this drill press. I don't know if we'll be able to use it, but I got an idea for some plates that we need to drill that we might be able to use that for. Got all these little hand tools here at that sale. Got a good set of snap ring pliers there. Some good needle nose, bent needle nose, and straight needle nose. A little wrench set. Some good wire strippers. These wire strippers, well, I've got a couple other pairs that work good. I don't have any pairs exactly like those. Your customary 2 pop rivet guns per auction, and your box of pop rivets. A few pairs of pliers. A lot of good screwdrivers. This was pretty good, I thought. I don't know. Ricky,
yeah.
Is that good or what?
Yeah. Something I'll use. I'll sharpen it back up.
Prison shank, customary prison shank from the auction. Every auction has to have one, right? Some good solder.
Either a prison shank or a machete, one of the 2.
Both. I didn't get the machetes.
No.
Anyways, so over here, with this cool insecticide sprayer, you can hold it and go slow over the top of it, so they could read it if they'd like.
I'm not sure they'll be able to see it on camera.
The camera shows stuff sometimes better than we can see it.
Yeah.
But got these tractors, the whole complete set. Show the side of it and go down the side of it. So go real slow so that if they want to read it, they can slow it down and read it. And this thing, it's an English Fordson, which it's on iron, it looks like. So it's plastic, I'm sure, but it's cool toy. Got this truck, the Dominator radial tires on a Model A pickup. Did they have radial tires on Model A's?
Honestly, don't know.
Hopefully I didn't break it. You can just show them these 3. I already had these 2. Well, I already had one of these out of the box, though I didn't have one of them in the box. And I don't know if I have the combine or not, but I didn't have them in the box already. I got the big A truck for my sit on top of my big A cabinet because I had to have it. And are these a valve spring pliers of some kind, guys? Anybody know? Do you know, Ricky? Has you seen them yet?
That was what I thought they were, but I wasn't sure.
Some kind of valve spring compressor pliers or something. And this thing, this might be revolutionary. No. But if this is what we think it is, this greaser on top of it right here, we were thinking that maybe if you have a bearing that you need packed or something, you set the bearing down on there in the cone, and then you would screw this down. We got some crazy noise on there.
Well, I was just trying to show the little hole.
Yeah. But you would screw this down on there, and of course then you'd be able to pump grease in and pack the bearing. It'd have to be a roller bearing, I guess, and you'd have to have you couldn't have the race on it, but you could. Anyways,
if you know what it is, let us know.
If you do know what that is, let us know. And if we're going to try it to use it to pack a roller bearing, and then we'll pump some more grease in the hub too. So, but anyways, I got this flashlight. It takes 4 D batteries, but it looks pretty heavy duty. So I think I'm going to buy some D batteries and try it out. And some of your standard forklift safety equipment. We're going to have to install that bad boy. Got a radiator blower outer. We can never have enough radiator blower outers around here. And slash whatever blower offer. Another blowgun, several connector fittings, and this guy's connector fittings were the same ones that we use. So if you bought these at the store enough, then you know. This is called a clean funnel. I wonder if they actually have just oil or something inside of it. Yep, it's clean oil inside of it. So I guess that's probably not a bad idea.
No, that's handy.
Take that off and put that on. I liked it. A bucket of garden hose repair stuff, which is good for winter coming on. So this thing was free or whatever. You know, it has that wheel broke off. And it had a little bit of varnished gas in the bottom of the tank, just a tiny bit. So I topped her off with some clean gas that I had on the back of the truck, and I pulled it 3 or 4 times, and this thing started. Let's see if it'll start. No telling how many years it's been started. No telling if it has any oil in it either. But maybe we got the only run out of her.
Not gonna go this time. Oh. Still runs and cuts grass.
Heck yeah. That thing is... Go show them the little handle controls and stuff on it. I mean, this thing is essentially garbage, but since it runs, we're going to try it out on the dike next year if we can get it to start. Or on a berm here at the house that we have to mow. It's a really big hill and weed eat, so if we can get it to run, then we might try it out. Unless somebody wanted to save it from us, then we would just let somebody save it from us. But we'll probably destroy it. So these are all brand new John Deere parts. And we've been talking about it, and we've been looking at the computer, and we're thinking about trying to get into a little bit of eBay. But we don't, because I hate to throw this stuff away when somebody needs it. I mean, I don't care if it costs anything. I don't care if it makes us any money, as long as we break even on it, maybe make $1 or $2 and get rid of it. But beats throwing it in the iron and throwing it away when somebody somewhere is paying John Deere prices for it. And this is a box of stuff that we don't need. There's a whole bunch of cups and stuff in there. We're going to put this on the curve and Dodge for free, and somebody that needs it can take it. Got a shovel. I got this for the nice fiberglass handled hammer for the shop. I wouldn't want one of these for out working on the farm out here, because it would probably get the handle broken. But for working on cars and trucks and stuff, show them this Well, first show them this tricked out wagon. Got this Mustang MTV wagon right here for $35. Or no, how much was it, Ricky?
I can't remember now, man.
It was 31 or something like that, I think. And I got this this super international super fence charger for $1 with some other stuff in a box. But I was wondering if you're supposed to. I think you're supposed to hook this up 220 to your house. But it says 115 volt, but it says 250 volt fuse only, and it says for indoor use. So I'm gonna have to see if that's 110 or if it's 220 or what it is. But if that works, then that's a pretty good score, even though it's old, you know.
This little saw is just too cool. I don't know if you guys can read it.
Did we get to the paint guns? We got 2 of these guns. They're both the Devil Bliss brand. They've both been cleaned out and well taken care of. You can tell. And they both, this one's a little smaller jug than that one, but they're both that brand. And I think we're going to maybe throw a regulator on them and get some Orscheln paint and try to paint those parts washers, because our parts washer painter never did it, and I'm ready to get the solvent in the parts washers and be able to move on. But I found this little lever. Come show this lever up close. I don't know what this goes to, if it was a blinker lever or something for something, but it says Chevy. That looks like a Chevy emblem to me, and it says made in USA. These I didn't have any of these crow's foot feeler gauges, so that's a really good score right there. And they got I always have a hard time seeing the deals on some of the feeler gauges, because they don't. These are all stamped good. They'll all be stamped good. There won't be a cheesy set here, since trying to. They're probably, all these sets are probably older than we are. But this is a different style oil filter wrench that I had never seen before. And I thought I'd seen them all. But I guess when you put it over your oil filter, and then when you put your wrench on it, or or there you go, when you put it on there like that, and then when you go to loosen it, it tightens it. You see?
Nifty.
And you can use
I hadn't seen that.
a ratchet to get it off. And that, for one that's just straight up overhead, that's probably good. But I don't know. It's different. Did I show them the wall hanger screwdriver sets?
No, not yet.
I mean, these are good for the wife's car's glove box, I guess. But they came with a. I'm just gonna put them up on the wall. But they came with the box, and this handle slides over those handles to make you have more grip. But I guess we're to the last but not least with the. I'll put that back better. With this thing, right?
Okay, yeah, we gotta go show them how it works too.
All right, let's just show it to them real good. So we looked this thing over, and we Googled it on Ricky's smart device, and you can see it. And it was a gnarly looking thing is what I thought. I was like, man, it looks like crab pinchers on the end of it. What would this thing be used for? And he looked it up on the phone, and it said that it was a nail puller. So, and the handle, show them how the handles slide. The handle slides like this. So, you know, we're kind of modern thinkers here, me and Ricky. So we instantly, well, I'll show them what we tried to do. So we walked up here, and we clamped it on the nail like this, and then both of us did it too. After I tried it, Ricky said, "Give me that, let me try." And then he did the same thing. We clamped it on the nail like this, and then we grabbed it here and slid that handle, and why wasn't it working, you know? And then I sat and looked at it for a minute and discovered that you sometimes, I guess, don't need as much leverage, but they did that so that you could get out to the end of the handle and get more leverage.
And even when the heads of the nails are broke off, this thing pulls them out. It is amazing.
It's really a good tool.
I'm gonna wind up ordering another one. They're like $15 on eBay.
Hey, don't tell them about the ones on eBay. They'll buy them, and then we won't. But that right there is going to do a lot less damage. If you were trying to pull like a trim board or something, then pull the nails out of it. If you put a piece of towel or a piece of leather or even a serpentine belt, cut off piece of a serpentine belt underneath of it, you're going to do a lot less damage than some idiot banging around with something that they're not qualified to be doing. I'm a little sore at the woodworking going on in the house, or that was going on in the house. But anyway, so I guess, do you want to show them your forms real quick, and you can tell them a little something?
I mean,
yeah.
Again, these are the concrete forms we're building for the basement, building the corners. These are the forms. We're gonna use snap ties with them. We've got to go get a bunch of our stuff still. Got a bunch more of the flat forms out back that we're finishing the faces of them, and we're oiling them and whatnot.
And that's diesel and oil or something?
Well, yeah, diesel and oil.
And that will make them a nice slick face so that they'll be cool. We can go show them what's... I soaked that motor real good on the water truck, and I tried to turn it with a pipe wrench, I cheated on a pipe wrench, I pushed it down the road, dragged it around the driveway. It's locked up, but I think for the effort of putting the motor in that truck, I can just get another truck that I know about and take the bed off of it. So I think that might be the direction I'm going to go in, but I just give you guys a little update on that since we got this long video going anyways. But all right, here, Ricky, take it.
We're oiling them back here, and really we're just taking motor oil, and it's got some water in it, but
water and diesel.
Yeah, well, that's got a lot of water in it because it rained.
Oh, because it rained.
Yeah, but yeah, and then we're just rolling the motor oil on them, and then
we got to have enough forms to do the inside and outside of the basement here. So we got a lot of.
We built a lot of
forms, and they're how thick is that plywood? It's half inch, isn't it?
No, it's
or 5/8. 11/36. I don't know what it was, but
it's 1/16 over a half inch.
It's nice. It's nice thick plywood. It's good 2x4s, and then they're going to be braced more through them, and then we're going to screw it all together good, and we're going to use snap ties. It's going to make a really good, nice set of forms to pour the basement of the house, and everything be safe and not have to worry about blowouts or cold joints or any kind of garbage happening that we don't need to happen, because there's a lot of time gone into this. But is there anything else that you would say about the forms or anything?
Not right now. Let me get them finished, and then I'll show them off after they're finished.
Yeah, well,
they're not finished yet. I've got more supports to put in the back of them, and we've still got to get our hardware for our snap ties. And we need to get our snap ties so that I know exactly what I'm building. But
we've got a line on getting some supplies. We just got to get the deal made and get it going. So we're really close on getting into this, lifting the house deal and everything, but there's a lot that's going into this. So we're trying to cover all our bases so that we know we're ready when it happens. But all right, we're gonna leave it at that, guys. So peace out.